Hello everyone, welcome to Ripon Email Monday. Today is actually Ripon Email Toolset Monday because I'm about to share with you all the tools that you need so you can elevate your email marketing game to another level. Now, I use these tools every single day. However, I've chosen only the free ones and you should be just fine with utilizing these. There are a lot of other paid resources you can leverage and pay for. So if that's your thing, go ahead and do it. However, these 9 tools that I use as of today, end of 2020, are completely free. I'll also be sharing the list in the comment section. So please feel free to comment, feel free to add to this tool set, and even just to share it with someone you love. And if these videos have been valuable to you throughout the year, follow us, comment, like. We'd love to get you on our fans list. Now, let me dive right into the list. The first option here is actually a shameless self-promotion because we worked really hard on compiling this. Is an email copy, spam checker, spam compliance, and a subject line ideas tool. All of these are available under VBOUT.com/free-tools, and you can click on them one by one. For instance, this one lets you know what your spam compliance is by your country. Start figuring out if you are breaking the law, because you can actually get penalized if you have the wrong email format sent to the wrong people. I'll give you an example. In the United States, you can do cold outreach, never kind of send it without your address and company details. Always have an unsubscribe option, and opt-in is not required. In Canada is actually the reverse. You're not allowed to send any cold emails. You need an opt-in first, so you need that consent. And also you have to include a sender, you have to include an unsubscribe. So navigate this chart or share it with your colleagues. The second one is email examples from popular brands. Now this one only focuses on the copy, because I'll be sharing another one for design. But let's say you need some inspiration, from maybe e-commerce. I'll check on that, and I give you the options here so you can read different copies from different brands. Copy these copies, get inspiration, and use it for your own brand. Most of the internet is a copy-paste process and adapting it to your own, obviously, tone and personality. So we've compiled this awesome tool for you. It is free under the same page. The third tool is keyword spam checker. Now, most email marketing tools, including VBOUT, we have our own spam checker tool. However, we've compiled the top keyword list. I believe there's like 500 keywords or so. We can search them here. So let's say, I don't know, medication. And the things you should be at least trying to avoid or stay away in your content, subject line, and that sort of stuff. So that's another tool. Although, as I mentioned, many email marketing tools have that built in. Another option I have here is going to be subject line ideas. Now, I did close this. So let me just reopen it real quick. And obviously, subject line has been, is the number one thing that drives engagement, really, if you think about it. And we've proven over and over that following the proper subject line format can drive better engagement. So we've compiled subject line ideas. You can go ahead and use them. And they are actually organized by FOMO, curiosity, re-engagement, sales for your paid offers, and so on. Again, these are for inspiration only. I also include in every single Ripon Email Monday how I analyze and read subject lines. Keep them short, keep them simple, positive, include an emoji, personalize if you can, and make it extremely relevant to what the content entails, right? The email subject line will drive open rates, period. So this is the first page. So actually, if I just gonna break it down, I have 4 tools that I just shared with you under VBOUT.com/free tools. The second tool that I would like to share is the email format tester. We have an included tool on VBOUT. That one is incorporated with Litmus, so you can actually test your email on over 20 different devices. However, if you don't have an account with VBOUT and you'd like to use something public, you can go to putsmail.com. This is a litmus tool product. They use it for the top of the funnel lead gen, and you can use it to test out your emails. Now, obviously, it doesn't give you all the options that VBOUT or MailChimp provides, but it is a free tool. It's very easy. You kind of add your HTML copy, who you're sending it to, subject line, and send the test. It's going to require you to sign up, and they give you some free credits. Feel free to use that. The third tool here is email designs from brands. Now, I love this page because if you are struggling with design inspiration, you can go ahead and search for designs. So let's say I want Amazon. I'll go ahead and search for that. I'll most likely find different ideas from Amazon. You can actually copy the code and just recycle the code for your own need. I always say copy, but tweak it, get inspiration, adapt it to your need. It should never be the same text, the same tone, okay? That tool is called reallygoodemails.com. I highly recommend you check it out. Another tool here I have is Blacklist Monitor. This one is primarily for doing DMARC checks, MX lookups, and I use it a lot in my blacklist. So if you're wondering how is your domain performing, I can go ahead and either put in the IP here to see what the IP reputation is, and I can even run it on domains. So that gives me the reputation of the domain as well as the IP. So if there's an issue with an IP, you will probably get some firsthand result on it. I'll grab it, just a regular one from Chase. Let's see if this one has been blacklisted. And if I run it by IP, it should tell me Barracuda has blacklisted this, Host Karma, and Sorbs. And if any of these have blacklisted you or your emails, you can go ahead and apply for delisting from every individual site. Another tool is DNS Checker. This is to kind of try to trace the sender of the IP, which country they're coming from, where their servers reside, if it's legitimate or not. Oftentimes I see emails sent from international servers claiming they are in the US. So if you want to really dig deep into the legitimacy of emails, you can technically use that tool. It's free. DNSchecker.org is the name. Another one that I use often, particularly for splash pages, and when I click on emails and I go somewhere, I always like to see how is that performing in terms of reputation. So you can scan it, and you should get results if this is blacklisted, it has some issues, or it was used in phishing. And they rely on third party like McAfee and others to grab results here. So this is one of the hundreds of tools available. I like it because it's easy, and you can really see some pretty accurate reputation at that moment in time. This one is sitecheck.sucuri.net. I'll include that in the chat as well. Another one is hetrixtools.com. This one lets you really load up your IPs and get any alerts when an IP gets blacklisted. Now you can sign up for the same here under MX Toolbox. However, here it's a paid tool, so if you'd like to use a free one up to, I believe, 10 or 15, you can use hetrixtools.com. A lovely tool. It alerts you via email, so you should be on top of your blacklisted IPs. Another self-promotion here is Rippin' Email Monday. This is what I do every week. I pick an email from a brand. I rip it apart for you in terms of content, layout, subject line, what they've done wrong, what they've done right. I focus on solid brands, but I also do cover from time to time smaller brands. So nobody can escape my analysis here. It's on VBOUT.com, and you can find it under our blog or VCast. This is open for anybody. The last is actually not a tool, but more of a video. You can learn email marketing best practices in 30 minutes. I've synthesized this working with thousands of brands, and literally when we adopt these 6 or 7 points, you can find yourself getting the best open rates. So this is the entire tool set. If you have found this valuable, click the like button, follow us. I would love to get your feedback on this. Thank you so much, and have a happy ending of 2020.